Hi everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to my channel. I'm here with the unboxing of the Deepcool Macube 110 PC case. The version of these cases come in three colors: white, black, and silver. Okay, the presentation about it is just a pretty simple box. You got your Deepcool here. You got the Macube 110 name on the box. And on the side, you got your instructions, which are in white. Next time, Deepcool, make sure that y'all put your descriptions of the case in black so everybody can go ahead and read it better. Here you got more on the side. If you want to go ahead and look up the information, you can go to their website in 3 different languages. But it's just a basic, simple box from Deepcool. It's the Macube 110 PC case. It's micro ATX, and you cannot go wrong with that. Let's get right into it. Alright. First time unboxing this case, so y'all bear with me here. First time going into it, first time unboxing it. And I'm going ahead and give it to y'all. Alright. Okay, the black Macube 110 PC case. Okay, it has a solid brushed metal front panel. It does have your air cool holes on the side. So you got on both sides, not bad. You have your top front air cool slots as well. Okay, you do have a detachable tempered glass magnetic side window, so you can go ahead and pull down on it and just pull it out the way. Okay, let's get her naked and let me go over the specs of this case. Okay, if you do not know how to take off the front panel, I've shown this many times on doing these unboxings of cases. There is a loose slit right there. You want to go ahead and hold gently down on the case and give it a good tug, and it pops right off. As you see, your little air holes on the side of the case. Nice good brushed metal fill, so you can't go wrong with it. So you do get a fresh air on the side of the case. Okay, she's naked, she's wide open. Let's talk about the specs. Let's go over the length of the PC case, the width and the height. The length of the PC case is 400 millimeters, which is 15.75 inches. The width is 225 millimeters, which is 8.86 inches. And the length, which is your height, the height of the case, is 431 millimeters, which is 16.97 inches. Okay, let's talk about your dry bay features. Take the sides off, which I like that the other side just slide easily off, so you cannot go wrong with that there. Okay, you do have a detachable 3.5 inch drive cage. It holds up to 2 3.5 inches, as well as 3 2.5 SSDs. You got one SSD installation slot there. You got 2 SSD installation slot there. Now, if you want to install the third one, you put it on top of the drive cage here. Now, keep in mind the drive cage is detachable. Okay. You have your bottom fan filter PSU fan filter. and they are just screws to detach the drive cage from the case if you need excess room to do your cable management, etc., etc. Okay, let's go over the I/O slots up top. Your I/O slots are your power button, your two 3.0 USBs, as well as your reset, as well as your mic and audio jack. You do have your 4 expansion slots in the back. Your PSU straw holds up to 160 millimeters, which is 6.30 inches. So yes, it do covers a nice good ATX power supply, as well as your SFX power supply as well too, if you want to go into a smaller option. But it do supports both of them on the PSUs. Here is your front panel hookups, your 3.0, your power switch, your hard drive audio, as well as your connectors, hard drive light, power switch, and your reset switch connectors. If you do not know what you're doing, if you need to know more information, you have your instruction booklet, as well as your case screws, hard drive installation screws, etc., as well as your tie downs. Okay, let's go over case fans. This case has one 120 millimeter already pre-installed. This here fan holds up to 1000 RPM, so just good for putting in fresh air and exhausting fresh air. So if you do not know how to install your fans properly, I will find a video and put it in the description below so you can watch how to do the orientation of inhaling and exhaling case fans. Inhale means you want to pull in all the cooler in your case. Exhale to draw all the hot air and everything out the case. So okay, case fan options. Front holds 3 120 millimeters, as well as 2 140 millimeters. Your top, go ahead and get this filter off here. Your top holds same thing, 2 120 millimeters, as well as 2 140 millimeters. And like I mentioned, in the back you have your 120 millimeter pre-installed into the back. Okay, AIO options are AIOs. This case holds up front and top up to 280 millimeters AIO liquid coolers. Anything from 120 millimeter all the way up to 280 millimeter. Now, because you see this front big bracket here, it is not recommended that you install a 360 millimeter because the radiator will interfere with your I/O bracket. So just keep that in mind. It only supports up to 280 millimeters. Motherboard supports are micro ATX as well as a mini ITX motherboard. Those are the only 2 motherboard fits in this case here. Micro ATX, mini ITX. It has a GPU bracket holder that is unscrewable. So if you want to readjust it, you can unscrew it and readjust it to the certain height of your GPU to go ahead on and give you that comfort feel form right here. If you don't want to use it, just drop it to the bottom and just slide it out the way like that. Okay, CPU cooler height. If you're going with the air cooler, do not exceed over 165 millimeters in inches. That is 6.5 inches. If you go over 165 millimeters, you will not be able to put the side tip of glass weather back on. A lot of entry-level builders make that mistake. They don't pay attention to the hardware they're purchasing, so they make that mistake when it comes down to CPU cooler heights. The CPU cooler height of the Macube 110 is 165 millimeters, which is 6.5 inches. GPU support 320 millimeters in inches. That's 212.60 inches. Do not go over 320 millimeters because you will be bumping everything up front if you install a AIO. Keep in mind that your fan is going to be sitting on the inside with the radiator, so it's going to be pushing up a little bit up top. So it's best to go with a dual fan GPU, no more than 12.60 inches in millimeters. That is 320 millimeters. Okay, this is not a bad case to build in. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. The only bad thing I have about it, because I know a lot of system innovators love to have the rubber grommets. This do not comes with rubber grommets, but if you pay attention to your tie-dye points in the back, they're pretty well orientated. So you can go ahead and make your tie-dye runs nice, neat, and clean, which will hide off of the cable management open grout. So that's the only thing that it don't have. It do not have any grommets to cover the cables, etc. They make it look sleek, make it look a little fancy, make it look a little clean. It do not have that. So Deepcool, if you are listening, will you please install those on this case? Other than that, she's a good case. I would recommend this case to builders that use micro ATX boards and mini ITX boards. Now, if you're the kind of type that does custom cooling, it's best to go ahead and pay attention to what you can fit in this case and understand the orientation of where your pumps and everything goes. Personally, myself, I would not recommend that you do any custom cooling with this case. Stick with your regular CPU coolers as well as your AIO cooler systems, such as 280 millimeter radiators and 240 millimeter radiators. Do not do custom cooling into it, because as you know, it do not have any water pump orientation of it, and you might have to be doing some altercations with the cases to fit that pump in. But this case do not hold no custom cooling of whatsoever. It does has your 4 expansion slots in the back. Other than that, everything is well spot on. You cannot go wrong with this here. I would recommend this case to a first-time budget builder who's on a budget and looking for a nice good case to give them good airflow, etc. Now, I do not have a fret mesh, as I went over that in the beginning of the video, but it does have side mesh air holes that allow good cool air to get inside and keep your systems and your components cool. Any comments on this video, post them in the comment section below. I would love to go ahead and read what you think about this case, and would you be using this in a build. I'll be putting the website from Deepcool in the description below, as well as the purchase link where I got it from. I got it off Newegg, so I'll be putting that in the description below as well too. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.